Year-old was shot and killed in broad daylight, but a grand jury just decided not to indict the man accused of pulling the trigger. That decision is raising serious questions tonight from a community in Seagoville, a city about 20 miles outside Dallas. Brittany Moncrief has been there all day and joins us live with background information that may help explain why.
That's right. Man accused in the murder of 19-year-old Kassan Henderson has left more questions than answers. Now we're going to show you video of that April shootout in Seagoville, and we want to warn you, what you're about to see may be difficult to watch. Neighborhood cameras show who police say is 51-year-old Larry Robertson stopping in the middle of Fountain Drive near Canterbury Lane. He's seen getting out the car and began shooting a rifle at 19-year-old Kassan Henderson, who was walking on the sidewalk. Now, police say Henderson fired back before running away, and shortly after, he died from his injuries. Now, as you can see, the shooting happened in broad daylight around 11:30 a.m. on April 27th. And last week, Robertson was no billed by a Dallas County grand jury, meaning he was not indicted for murder. Now, while that decision has many asking why, we are having a hard time getting answers from those directly involved. We did, however, sit down with a police expert, James Hawthorne, and Hawthorne is not involved in the investigation in any way, but he says sometimes what the public sees in the video may be different once more information is learned in an investigation. He says the grand jury could have been provided additional information or evidence that may not be public knowledge yet. He says the outcome also depends on arguments of prosecutors and the defense.
It turned out that they were able to prove up self-defense in this particular situation, even though the video would seem to support or suggest otherwise. But if I was a prosecutor, I would try to shoot that argument down by saying this person had an opportunity to drive away and not engage, which would have prevented the situation, or could have possibly prevented it, you know.
Now, we did reach out to Dallas County District Attorney's Office, who confirmed the grand jury's decision but declined to comment further. We also reached out to Seagoville Police but have not heard back at this time. Now, Robertson was indicted, however, on a felony charge of unlawful possession of a firearm. Chris.
So, Brittany, has Kassan Henderson's family released any statement on this decision?
Well, not yet, Chris. We did reach out to the Henderson family, and they're not ready to provide a comment at this time. But I can tell you that a relative we spoke with says they were unaware of the grand jury's decision prior to today. Now, it's important to remember that any hearings involving a grand jury are generally confidential. And as Hawthorne explained to us, both sides want to present as much evidence as possible so the grand jury can decide whether or not there's enough to hold someone accountable in the court of law.
All right. Thank you very much, Brittany, for digging into that.